similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to
And they're sending out the field goal unit, which an optimist might say was speculative, and a pessimist would say, you're nuts. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Mississippi State's offense will take the field for the first time. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out just...
And they're going to send the field goal unit out there to try to knock one in from the next time zone. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Bringing it out. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. The defense going to stop the clock with a... And they're running the field goal unit out there, and the only chance this one has is if they give it overnight delivery. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he's coming out of the end zone. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. Coastal Carolina has been able to call its shots offensively. As impressive a performance as I've seen from this group in some time. They're up 14 over Tulsa. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Here comes the ball. And here comes the punt team. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on 1 time. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. They bring the punter onto the field now. Example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. After 3 consecutive And here comes the punt team. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And they'll get the punt out of there, and it'll be marked down just out. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we strung a couple wins together.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Kentucky Wildcats offense will have the first possession of the game. And they are going to be met up front by a defensive line group that is going to make life miserable on the offensive line and the quarterback in this whole offense, David.
And this offense is fully aware of the challenge in front of them. This defensive line is quick, they're physical, they're powerful, they wreck games. They individually take over because of their greatness. It's focal point 1, 2, and 3, Jesse.
They're physical and athletic, and that's the thing that's so dynamic about this position group, right? They stop, get after your quarterback. Tremendous challenge for this offensive line to try and match that physicality. We'll see if they can get it done.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got to be. The coach has to be happy with that.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense has its first opportunity of the day. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an...
They bring the punter onto the field now. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Oh, it's a phony punt. They're going to run it with the up man. They tried to catch him napping. Here comes the field goal unit, and this one is going to be a monster from 71 yards out. And they will send the field goal unit out, not for a big ask, for a gargantuan ask. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And here comes the punt team, getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Tigers offense will try to get something going with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup.
And the quarterback goes down, but there is a penalty marker right at the line of scrimmage,
Offside,
and this may go
defense.
against the defense.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. First punt was gorgeous. Let's see if he can do it again. Punt is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but and now they're going to send out the field goal team. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, back to your game in a moment, but first we have to show you how the script is being written here. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to ULM. Sun Belt, Fun Belt. We'll circle back if anything big happens. You need to know.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He'll bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the... And for some reason, they've decided to run out the field goal unit. 4th down, here comes the field goal team. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. Welcome to Commonwealth Stadium in Lexington, Kentucky, home of the Wildcats. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Here comes the field goal unit. He boomed it through. A 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
And now the field goal unit is coming onto the field. Yes, I said the field goal unit. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Southern Miss is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to ULM. Anything can happen down the stretch here in the Sun Belt. It's why we're here to keep you posted, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They bring the punter onto the field now. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock him up close to the... Oh, it's a fake. Using his feet to buy time. He'll pull it down. He's out of bounds.
such a great...
And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Gets off his first one of the day. He was called on 5 times in the victory last week. Coverage team does a good job and touches it dead. No return on that. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Is that guy's foot human? My goodness, did he hammer that ball from distance.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. From a couple of yards, and he loses the ball deep in his own end. And he falls on. So here comes the field goal unit once again. They've already kicked 3 tonight. Good right down the boulevard.
And that was an important kick here in the 4th quarter, man. You want to take that touchdown lead, make them have to go the length of the field and score a TD. Nice execution by this offense. Nice job trusting your kicker.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Never a reason to panic. Just run your offense. Plenty of time here. Down 1 possession late in the 4th. The short hands. It's Dobbs. He's across the 30 and out of bounds at the 31-yard line.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
And the Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Brewer. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the 1st down. These routes have some... And now on fourth down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. As someone once said, from way downtown, bang, outside of 60 yards.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing? Now gone way up.
When you hit this point in the season, week 7, you sort of turn the corner and you remain unbeaten at this point. You've morphed into a championship contender.
Yes, but you don't want to peek too far ahead, Reese. You kind of want to be like, nothing to see here, just move on. We haven't accomplished what we wanted yet. We haven't accomplished what we set out to do. It's week 7. I know you guys got bigger hopes and bigger dreams than just being to week 7 and being undefeated.
And guys, I've been really impressed with this team because they just seemed to always have an identity. From the very beginning of the year, they knew who they were, they knew what they were going to go out and try to accomplish and how they wanted to dominate teams. And they've been able to do that to this point. So, David, to your point, just keep getting better every single week moving ahead. And this team could be in the college football playoff discussion.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. And they're going to send the field goal unit out there to try to knock one in from the next time zone. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. So the Alabama Crimson Tide offense comes out for their first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch that.
And he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so great out wide in every game. This is a huge test. This is a Sunday test. Two NFL guys going at it to see who's going to take home the prize.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's first down. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed to rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. Easy call for the refs. That'll bring him to within 4. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week in the ACC, fellas. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to NC State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And they're running the field goal unit out there, and the only chance this one has is if they give it overnight delivery. Somebody better check that dude's foot and see if it's juiced. Man, oh man, from outside 60, he sails it through.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. They thought they had a good plan. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team can be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Or wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.